I think it's really close. I mean, EG looked really great, but so have TALON. I just think the level of play now is rising quite significantly. And
Matthew, one more right click. Oh, pops that fairy fire at the last moment. Can't find the range, and he's going to take a little bit of damage.
Has a blood grenade to offer for Whisper here.
Yeah, he has 3 stacks of sticky napalm, but Whisper actually just stands his ground and dies.
Which might be one of the biggest changes for this lane dynamic. If you get Lotus on Terrorblade, it's really good against bad.
Yeah, that's true. Ollie putting down the Nether Ward as Panda has come through the gate to try to gank here. 23 Savage, obviously a bit of difficult kill, but they have the burst damage with the Fade Bolt and the Firefly from Whisper. That should be enough. Maybe able to clean up Ollie as well, so a double kill for Whisper, which was much needed. Talon have been, I don't know if they've really been controlling it per se, but Makoto has guessed right twice in a row. So SyndereN has yet to get a rune. As you can see, the first lasso of the game now in the top lane. Q getting burned down. Makoto's coming though. Still with that Arcane rune activated, now trying to turn this around onto Whisper. There's the first RP of the game, and that's going to lead to the death of the Bat. So it's a 1-for-1, although SyndereN finally making his transition over. Yeah. Ollie with the heals from the high ground.
Obviously, Vanguard treads, as well as Lotus, is very tanky.
Yeah, Makoto's going to initiate, and Q's on the back line, though, but Whisper's taking the brunt of the damage. He will be bursted down. There was a TP, I think it was just canceled out from EG.
The item of choice after Maelstrom? Is that crazy?
Why not? We've seen crazier things at this tournament.
Jab's going to break the smoke here.
Yep, the Underlord pit comes out. I don't think they have the damage to burst him through. He's already at half HP, though, as Matthew getting gone on from the sideline. That's going to be bursted down. He gets the shield up temporarily as Q. He's going to be the first to drop.
That's a good chain for... Oh, that was really unlucky.
We have the Chronosphere still available for Pakaz as the lasso finds Ollie. That'll be an easy cleanup for them, so that ends up being a 2-for-0 as Pakaz finally uses the Chronosphere, but it's on literally nobody but his teammate. It actually sets up Jabs' RP. Panda is donezo. Pakaz might have to rethink his priorities here as SyndereN will be skewered back into the tower and brought down to his knees. Sunder from 23 Savage. Pakaz has to be careful as Jabs, he's burning to the ground. One more right click will do it. He will fall eventually. 23 Savage jumped in onto Pakaz. Is this enough to take him out? It is. Double kill for Whisper. Lots of kills all the way around. And somehow Pakaz lives throughout this fight.
Great fight. Everybody died. I love to see it.
I mean, we've been seeing a lot of Echo Saber Desos. Not sure if that's what he's going to opt for.
Yeah, I don't know if BKB Void Spirit is the best here.
Yeah. They have the jump there. The start out with the Aether Remnant into the RP, and he is deleted.
Nicely executed.
Great setup from Talon.
Clean.
See Talon smoked up next to the gate, looking to set up a potential fight, and then into a Roche as EG are also going to smoke up.
Ourselves a schmuck, yep.
Whisper's going to TP down. Now. Makoto, his is going to pop. He's going to focus on Matthew, but the telekinesis instantly will be able to dissimulate away as Lasso comes out just in time on the Void Spirit. The Chronosphere onto 3 heroes. Do they have the follow-up damage? Firestorm's doing quite a bit, but 23 Savage pops his BKB. Very low HP, looking for a Sunder target. Finally gets one, but I think that was on a teammate. As Pakaz pops his BKB, the RP's going to be faked out. SyndereN on the run now, as this was a 1-for-1 with buyback, that finally the RP comes out, and it is on the tanky Underlord, which they eventually take out, as 3 dead for EG. And the buyback's coming in from the Lich now. As Makoto, at half health, has that shield rune activated as well. He's getting burnt to his crisp as well, but there's the healing coming out from Ollie. Is it enough to keep him alive? Another Assimilate onto the backside, will stay alive as a result. Lotuses are available for 23 Savage, but he will actually channel them during this fight. And he will pick it up successfully.
The SEA Classic. Shout out to Orange Esports.
Way of Talon.
They ran the simulation, and this was the perfect number. Well, AI is here to save us.
Considering nobody takes the other talent, I don't know if that's actually true, you know? So we have a lasso initiation. Ollie gets off the Glimmer Cape, but they're going to be able to dust him as SyndereN. He's taking a lot of damage from this Terrorblade. You can see the reverse timeout from Pakaz. Harpoon attempt from Jabs is not successful.
Really good
SyndereN still getting pursued by Makoto, but his BKB is now going away. There's the heal coming out from Matthew onto SyndereN, so they're able to reset successfully as the Chronosphere finds 1. It is the Coddle, which is an important kill. Actually, it was 2 with the Fat Magnus inside. BKB from Pakaz. RP still available, able to expend it onto this Void. Do they have enough damage to actually finish him off? And they do. He does have his buyback, as SyndereN did get off that Crimson Guard, which is why it's taking them so long to finish him off. But eventually they will. A big turnaround here from Talon, considering his high base damage, as You can see the Void Spirit now with a Daedalus, so his Astral Steps will hurt. Actually, he's the one that pops the double, or has the double damage.
Oh yeah,
so
double damage,
more
Daedalus, and a power.
Initiation from Whisper.
Oh, the Sunder
and
play.
The Sunder, yeah, he already has half HP. He's going to get the Skewer off in the meantime, and Whisper's going to get destroyed for his transgressions, and Matthew and company will have to back away. See if they can wait out this meta, as they can see the double damage is there from Makoto. Smile. Oh, the RP only finding one, but they still might be able to win this fight outright. 3 dead just like that in favor of Talon. Pakaz gets off the Chronosphere, but the Sunder from 23 Savage saving his Magnus. Beautifully done as the Lich Chainfrost not doing as much as they would want. Pakaz, Nullifier applied to him, wants to continue to try to kill 23 Savage. Has to be careful though, because C-Smile in the area, gets off the Lotus, or the Atos I should say, and 23 Savage is getting healed from inside the pit. Is this going to be enough to actually save him? Pakaz pops to BKB, getting some bashes. 23 Savage is running for his life. Another bash is there. Jab finally getting in there. They do clean up the Terrorblade, but how much will it cost? Pakaz able to find another one for himself. Dissimulate from Makoto will keep him alive, and EG able to find something after basically getting team wiped. Unbelievable turnout from EG. If they didn't get that Terrorblade kill, my goodness, that would have been awful.
EG need to not clump up for an RP, so both teams need to play angles, need to play range. There we see the Skewer. This will start things off.
Yeah, they're going to start it out on the tankiest target. Nullifier applied to him. They're already at half health though. Illuminate coming in as well. He actually gets deleted. 100 seconds down for Underlord. No follow-up from EG. Oh, now Whisper gets off the lasso onto the Void Spirit. There's a Sinister Gaze as well, and somehow they find Makoto after the fact. So a 1-for-1, very surprising turn of events after the initial Jabs initiation. Looking forward again, but not going to find it. Gem on the ground. Jabs will pick it up.
Walk in and out.
Gonna be pretty healthy.
They have Panda in range as well with the Glimmer Cape as well as Frost Shield.
The initiation onto the Terrorblade. Very, very good target to get if they can actually kill him, but Whisper dies instead. Pakaz a little bit late with the Chronosphere, and you can see the heals from the other side from Ollie, keeping the TB alive. Chainfrost comes out, doing a good amount of damage. As Ollie, he's going to turn his sights to death because Pakaz takes him out. And meanwhile, close to the gates, we're having a major fight as Whisper somehow able to live. Skewer not going to connect from Jabs. Has to kind of reset now. Gets Flame Break back into the Firestorm. Jabs will skewer away. Pakaz still wants to fight. Remember, Roche was not taken out yet. The Crimson Guard has popped in. They're able to take out another member of Talon. And Makoto, he gets dropped to the deck. 80 seconds, but does have buyback. If they want to try and contest, forcing C-Smile away. 23 Savage uses his Sunder. Now has the meta. Nullifier applied to C-Smile. There's the Skewer back. Not able to find the initial target, but they'll take C-Smile instead and be happy with it.
Trying to remember the whole fight. It feels like every fight this game lasts like 2 minutes. It's just too many things to go over, but at the time we see this picked up after Swift Blink, but he's going to do it in this order. Usually the Swift Blink comes, or a lot of the time anyway, comes first, and then you have the immediate value of that item, and then when you get the Terror Wave, you can blink behind enemy supports and blast them.
Pakaz has found the RP, Skewer back. Do they have the control? The fear as well? Aether Remnant, Pakaz gets the BKB off, and the Chronosphere on basically everybody. Do they have the damage to actually finish everybody off though? They get the Makoto. Makoto getting healed from the sideline. 23 Savage. He's getting finally the Sunder onto C-Smile, but he is still controlled horribly on the back line as Ollie getting cleaned up by Pakaz thanks to that Nullifier. That is the Aegis down. EG. What a turnaround. Somehow Pakaz lives. They're going to get this easy cleanup kill now onto 23 Savage. And that is disastrous for Talon.
Couldn't kill him.
Backtrack Talent and Trickster Cloak.
Yep.
Those two made the difference, honestly.
He is stupidly tanky against this Terrorblade who has no True Strike. So...
And EG, we have 3 members of Talon that are dead without buyback, so this is going to be minimum 1 set of racks.
Yeah, fortunately for Talon, both their side lane tier 2s are still up.
Yeah, but they can just try to go for Throne. They're going to try and force it. They only get the tier 3, now going for the tier 4s without having a racks at all. Magnus, that is somebody you do have to be careful with. The Skewer into Fountain is definitely real. And they're going to back off before that first tier 4 falls, so maybe they are going to be happy with just getting the set of racks in the mid lane.
This is a pretty clever tier 4 force because they accomplish 2 things. First of all, they get a read on enemy buyback status. And secondly, they have enough time that if one hero buys back, they can still get the same objective they would otherwise. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, sometimes a second is everything. And 10% empower damage and cleave is obviously also, you know, make the kill easier, but don't know if it compensates for a full 0.8 seconds there.
BKB already activated. Jabs uses the RP on just the Rubik, but there's a Chronosphere coming in from Pakaz on the two heroes. Fear's not going to do anything from 23 Savage. He walks into the Chronosphere. Finally gets off his meta. Nullifier applied to Ollie, and I don't know if Pakaz can actually finish off. The second Chronosphere comes onto two heroes, blocking off the path for Q to get back to his home. Hugging the bot back and died immediately. Now the focus is on this Terrorblade. He's going to get stun locked and brought down. He does have buyback, but okay, they get the Void inside the fountain, but able to time walk away.
He is so
23 Savage bot back.
Tanky on Void.
He does not have meta though. We'll see how much he can actually do here. SeaSmile's completely out of mana. Okay, the nice Sinister Gaze to stop the combo, and the lasso to follow it up. Jabs in the middle of nowhere, gets off the skewer, will connect on the SeaSmile. Pakaz jumps in to try to finish off Jabs in the meantime. 23 Savage, he's getting a bit low, has to be careful, might need to sidestep, gets off the Sunder. Pakaz just time walks it away, on top of Q now, but there's the, okay, he's gonna use, Jabs can't get the opening at all. He cannot get these clean combos with the Harpoon. For the rest of EG, focusing now on the second set of barracks, knowing that this Pugna cannot buy back. Obviously still have to be a bit careful because these skewers can definitely be an issue if properly executed. So 2 sets of racks for EG.
Yeah, it spawned quite a while ago, right? This is a 100% guaranteed spawn. Okay.
Initiation. Okay.
Find the Rubik.
Yeah. So no kills in that little mini engagement. Very tense here.
RP is now online.
Yep. Pakaz, he's showing himself. Jabs, he wants the opening, but he's going to be stuck inside that pit. Okay, gets off the skewer, nullifier, a lot of damage being applied by the Terrorblade, but Pakaz has the Chronosphere onto 3. Again, the heals come out, but it's not going to be enough. Pakaz just destroys everybody. Will-O-Wisp a little bit too slow there. And the rest of Talon have to back away.
30 seconds on Terrorblade. This should be megas unless Talon can do some serious staggering tactics here. Stalling them out.
Scary. Level 29, Faceless Void. Now just focusing on the barracks. And I think you're right, Talon might just have to give this up and try to defend against Megas, but with the Aegis and Cheese on the side of EG, this is going to be very, very tough. The tier 4 falls because it was very low from the beginning, basically. As Jabs looking for the opening, but not able to find the skewer. That is what they need, something big into the fountain. But now the last tier 4 goes down. EG can try to focus down the racks. Will-O-Wisp is going to delay it just a little bit. As now the Ancient getting hit a bit. Jabs with a nice skewer onto 2. The RP to follow, but they're not in the fountain quite yet. They get bounced back just a little bit, and that's going to be the death of SeaSmile. He buys back into the game. Makoto now trying to focus on the supports on the backline. Eon, this does proc. Makoto has to kind of re-engage here. There's the double lasso, but that's on an illusion. Doesn't matter. As long as the Terrorblade is one of them, that's all you need. The Chronosphere to follow now. No Terrorblade at all. Should be the end of this game. A second Chronosphere to come. Do they have the damage? Absolutely. EG absolutely crushing mid-game and thereon as they will take game number 1.
By the Dire with the Sentry Ward in the
SeaSmile getting completely harassed out of that mid lane. He's slightly behind in terms of the experience. He's been stuck at this level 4 for quite a while as Matthew does what he does best, killing couriers and whatnot. Jabs is going to take a tumble in the top lane, though.
That's first blood. Indeed.
Once that comes to be. Actually gets denied again, so SeaSmile will have to wait slightly longer. As a Frostbite is there on the Matthew. As 3-on-3 mid lane now. Jump in by the Storm. SeaSmile focusing now on Makoto, but has to zip back away. But his team members are there to clean up the job, so Makoto does get dropped. And it looks like it might be a Crystal Maiden kill as well. He's looking for Matthew, but will likely spell the end of her. So double kill for Panda of all heroes.
A very even game right now, and it's a matter of how much pressure can Talon put now that Dragon Knight is 6, Beastmaster is getting his 6. And what is Beastmaster going to build? We haven't seen the quick buy just yet. He has the Arcane Boots.
Okay. Mortimer's Kiss. He's trying to set up with the stun. Beautifully done, Matthew. I think that was a double Shadow Walk stun.
Did he blink for a CS first and then get caught, or?
Perhaps. Matthew, he's going to get caught out, so It'll cost him his life, but well worth.
Not so
Although maybe
sure.
not. Whisper's in the area, gets off the cookie.
Now I'm sure.
Yeah, now you're definitely sure because he is in fact 100% dead. But still, AM kill is huge for EG. SyndereN will pick up a double damage.
Cause very aggressive here from Slark to run into the enemy triangle right now. Just wants to empower SyndereN and give him some sort of opportunity. Crystal Maiden.
CM is donezo, and Makoto actually pops the Dragon Form, but gets the stun onto SyndereN. Good damage from Whistler, but Makoto
This
takes
is
the
not
tumble.
good for Talon, because first of all, 2 heroes died, and that is not good. But their lineup...
Not done yet. Zipping back in, still with the double damage applied. Jabs, one more right click does it. And already a 3K lead for EG. They delete 3 heroes from Talon.
That was also not good for Talon. That's a long zip.
Yeah,
He has
that
Arcane.
is. Jabs is going to take the brunt of it. Mortimer's Kisses is deleting him from the map, and Matthew continuing with the tracks. Ollie looks to be next. Pounce connects from Pakaz, and another easy kill for EG. And just like that, that went from 5K to 7K. And now another zip in from C-Smile. Trying to go on top of Q. Makoto has to pop his Dragon Form to try to save his Coddle, but it's not going to happen.
If that
They lose
cookie
3.
connects, they kill DK as well.
And he's used his DK form, so...
Yep.
And this is, I mean, this is getting really ugly.
This is getting
Talon.
dirty. Yep, it is.
Getting out of hand. And in a patch like this where, I mean, we saw them able to steal out the Wisdom Rune as well. It's just going to get worse because they might lose Matthew here. He gets off the pounce successfully onto the Coddle. Matthew will eventually drop, so a kill going the way of Talon. Pakaz in the Dark Pack has another pounce, of course, because of the Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, that is not a good jump in.
He blinks in, but now they're going to take advantage of this with the stun lock and with the damage. Down goes Savage. Ollie gets off a pretty good freezing field, but eventually he will fall as well. Double kill for C-Smile. Make it a triple as EG are starting to run away with this thing.
So you kind of have to try to keep farming and get Manta. Now this is a timing that's interesting. The early Ags as well. Pakaz, second
And
pounce,
and the stun coming out from Matthew. Just after 23 Savage spawns, he dies again. C-Smile, okay, a nice Dragon Tail. They're not able to set up the Whisper ult as much as they would have liked, but they still will find the kills because they just have such a huge net worth advantage. Panda healing up C-Smile, giving him mana now as 3 kills again go the way of EG.
Just the best of both worlds really for the EG team. Pakaz.
They are so mobile. They are so mobile.
Yeah.
Second pounce comes out from Pakaz, and they get the track. So more gold the way of EG, who are getting everything that they want. C-Smile with a regen rune. That's a big zip. Regen rune still at its ready. Does not find Ollie here, but Panda runs into 1. There's the zip in. C-Smile is going to get Dragon Tailed. I don't think they're going to have the damage, though, as Panda is here. But there's the Mana Void. C-Smile has to be careful. Getting healed up from Panda is enough for him to get away. And there's the pounce from Pakaz, trying to punish this movement from Talon. So not only do they not get the Storm Spirit kill, they lose another member as the cookie connects. Another zip in from C-Smile. I don't know how Talon can come back from this. The Mana Void is... That's the one thing you have.
That was their best
right?
chance, but the problem is he gets a fat Mana Void, but they don't have any more follow-up damage. The Beastmaster wasn't there, and now Makoto getting soloed by Pakaz.
Ollie gonna get stunned out thanks to the Shadow Walk. Double kill for Pakaz. And another zip in, because why not? Into the enemy base they go. EG destroying in game number 2. And you can see Talon kind of just stuck on the sides of the map, if you will, as Matthew's gonna scout it out, and 23 Savage dead again. And you can't blame him, he kind of just has to do this, because they are all over the place. So much mobility. Obviously the Bounty Hunter adding to that with the Invis, as Pakaz looking for more stacks of Essence Shift. And he's likely to find a Dark Pack, cakes off the Dragon Tail.
All right, when Slark solos your mid at 19, you have problems.
Yeah, Pounce connects. Ollie, Dunzo, that is 14 permanent Agi stacks for Pakaz, which...
Largely irrelevant this game. There's no enemy illusion carry that you can just kill all of the illusions off with a Netherward Drain.
Well, maybe Manta will come at some point for 23 Savage, but...
More likely that the Life Drain will still be used on his Storm, though, at that point.
Yeah.
So you kind of don't want to expend it on your Netherward, but...
Tier 3 tower down. I think Talon, they have to just give this up without losing any members. They just need 23 Savage to farm a bit more. I think a big thing is getting that level 2 Mana Void, which he does now have. Obviously, the Mana would help a lot, but being able to drain the mana of SyndereN into a huge mana void, you need like the perfect scenario, it feels like, to get back into this game.
Here comes 23. He TP'd back. And don't let Talon get any sort of foothold. Mid tower.
Yep, that's next on the menu, as we're going to see the Gobble Up used. Makoto taking the Mortimer's Kisses now, gets Electric Vortex back in. Jabs literally turning his back to his ally, because he knows there's nothing he can do.
Well, he did what he could. He used the pipe.
Which will mean that they will face off against OG tomorrow if they're able to finish this game.
And we'll put them at a guaranteed top 6 finish.
Yeah, very impressive, especially considering how they looked early on in the tournament. They were slow adopters, or adapters, I guess is the right word, to this patch, but they have definitely caught on since then.
Oh,
Zip back
boy.
in. That is a dead ollie right next to your tier 4 towers, in fact.
See Smile. But guess what? They haven't been playing up there for 12 minutes.
Yeah. There's quite a few, and this might be the last-ditch effort from Talon. They're smoking up. The zip in from C-Smile. Nice initiation thanks to the Gobble Up. They delete CM, buys back into the game. Now the focus is on the Beastmaster. You can see EG taking very little damage. It is a 30k lead at 25 minutes, for God's sake.
Oh.
Yep, big zip in from C-Smile, and just like that, down goes Coddle. CM is next. Makoto in his dragon form, not going to be able to do too much. Gets off the dragon tail, but you have 3 members dead for the foreseeable future.
Smile.
Just smile. You're about to lose. Zip back into the mid lane to kill those creeps. Gobble Up on top of 23 Savage. Into the stun from the Shadow Walk.
He's got
and
Mantle.
23 Savage. He does. It's a pretty big one. He's going to fall likely afterward. No, C-Smile's the one that might drop. Zipping away. Looks like he will somehow live throughout this engagement. And there is your gas station.
All right,
and,
if that Mana Void doesn't do it, what will?
Exactly. GGs are called. EG absolutely stomping game number 2.